Hey, Melissa! Come on, you can't ignore me forever.
I can't. Melissa will be home any second now. That's not true. I love you more than anything. I'll be over in a bit.
You lying, cheating pig!
Melissa, it's not what it looks like.
Who was she?
No one. I was talking to my mum. Why do you care anyway?
What?
All those late nights, just an excuse to see some random guy.
And you thought it would be a good idea to do the same to me.
Bingo! Now you know how it feels to be betrayed by the person you thought you could trust.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm leaving you.
No, Alex, please!
I'll be at Terry's.
Alex, I'm pregnant!
What? So do you know who the father is? Just tell me. Who's the dad?
I can't say.
Whose is it?
You'll hate me for it.
Melissa, tell me.
Terry?
You son of a...
Alex, what the hell?
This is all your fault.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you impregnating my girlfriend.
What?
Yeah, that's right. You impregnating my girlfriend with your kid.
Well, you can't really blame me for this now, can you?
Well, maybe if you didn't sleep with my girlfriend, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Well, she would have come to me if you was been a better boyfriend in the first place. Don't you ever hit me again, or that won't be the worst beating you take.
Oh, you good?
Good, long time.
Oh, excuse me, what's your name? Is your name Wi-Fi? I'm feeling the connection. Hey, do you want a drink?
Thanks, what is it?
Oh, it's vodka. You like vodka?
Yeah, it's my favourite, thanks. How did you know?
Oh, because I'm a magician.
Okay, Mr. Magician, what's your name?
My name's Ash.
Oh,
What about you?
Zoe.
Do you mind if I get your number, Zoe?
Come, we have to go.
Oh,
Quickly,
1 second,
before
1
we leave.
second.
Quickly.
There you go.
Alright, Zoe, I'll call you tonight, Zoe.
Alright, bye.
Your sister got a couple.
Oh, thank you.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I just got mashed up at the party.
Oh, did you go with the girls?
Yeah, it was really good. Like, I met someone nice.
Oh, who?
His name's Ash.
Ash. I only know one Ash. And he's a bad influence. If I see him, I kill him.
Oh, really? How do you know it's the same Ash?
So where's the party?
Oh, I'm not even sure.
See, I'm saying it's the same Ash.
What's with all the questions? What about your life?
Well, my life is complicated, but subject to subject. Were you just texting him earlier?
Yeah. And what if I am?
If I see him, I'll kill him.
Fam, today was mad, you know.
Did you see the way my man ripped you?
He didn't do anything, fam.
He turned you into pieces.
Why are you lying for?
He turned you into pieces.
I'm just lying, man.
Yo, there's a shortcut over there, you know.
Alright, but I'm kind of scared, you know.
I got you, man.
Nah, man, I'm kind of new to these ends.
Don't worry, man. Nothing's gonna happen.
Cool, I'm trusting you, you know.
Hey, give me a touch.
Alright, cool, fam. Yeah. Hey, you're dead, man.
Go get the ball.
Alright, cool, fam. Come, man.
Don't be scared.
What you mean, man? There's a dead body.
Just go check what's
No,
wrong
I'm not
with
going
it.
to go check, yeah?
Don't be shook, man.
I'm
Let's
not
go.
going to be sure. I'm telling you right now, on a level, I'm not going down there.
He might be dying.
No, I'm not going to check.
It's just a bit. Just look at him.
No, I'm not going. I'm telling you right now.
Stop being a baby, man.
Shut up, man. I'm going home.
Hey,
fam.
get,
Nah.
I don't have credit. Let me call the police.
Alright, then let me come back then. But I'm telling you what, right now, yeah, I'm not going down there.
It's alright. It's alright.
Cool.
Yo, you right? Yo. I'm gonna call the ambulance. Hello? There's an emergency. There's a boy down. He's bleeding. I don't know what to do. Quick, quick!
As soon as somebody hears your voice, there's people in that room that are making judgments about you.
Slang is used worldwide, but there's no place on this earth where different types of slang is used more than London. We have set out to find out why slang is massively used in London and how it affects the society we live in. We went to 3 different locations: Walthamstow, Chingford and Enfield. First we went to Enfield, where we spoke to an elderly man who's been using Cockney rhyming slang since he was a child. What do you think about people that use these type of slang words on the streets and stuff?
Oh, fine, there's no problem with that at all. I mean, we grew up with slang, but our slang was more related to wartime and post-war time. So.
Would you be able to give some examples of Cockney slang?
Yes, yeah. Boat race for face, north and south for mouth. So it was rhyming slang, the Cockney slang.
How do you think slang influences London society?
Personally, I wouldn't think as much today as when I was younger, because the people I mix with very rarely come out with slang. Just the odd bit will come out in terms of, I don't know, money, but not a great deal. Not a great deal today, in my view.
We then went to Chingford, where we spoke to popular comedian, actor and rapper Doc Brown, known for his popular Slang 101 video, which is shown on the BBC.
That was bare jokes. That was very funny. See, bare means very, but can also mean lots of. As in, yeah, I got bare gold on my watch, bruv.
Slang is one of those things I've always had a strong opinion about, but that's only because it's been challenged by the establishment regularly as something of a negative thing, which I've never understood. It's a way of young people communicating with each other on a level where they can understand each other even more. It's a way of having a strong sense of culture, a strong sense of self, togetherness and community, all in just little turns of phrase or ways of saying things. Do you know what I mean? It makes you feel like you're part of something, and it's your time as well, because slang obviously grows and changes.
So would you say the language that you use shapes the person that you are?
Definitely, because your voice is kind of like your fingerprint or the colour of your skin or the look in your eyes. It's something unique to you, and people will make a judgment depending on how you sound. So what I've found, being in the industry that I've been in the past 7 or 8 years in show business and moving up to like the highest echelons of show business, there's a little reaction where people are like, oh, you're actually quite intelligent. I was like, yeah, just because I sound like this, it doesn't mean I'm an idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you think slang influences London society?
Sometimes you can just explain something in one slang word quicker than you could in a sentence.
Yeah.
And London is a unique city in the world because it's the most diverse, ethnically speaking, there's the most languages spoken. There's such a range of people here that we tend to be at the forefront of various global trends. London's constantly moving and the energy's insane, and slang reflects that. You wake up one morning and you don't know what the kids are talking about anymore. You're like, rah, how did that happen? I thought I was on the cutting edge. But that's the beauty of this city. I like that. I actually enjoy being left behind and seeing that there's a whole new culture going on there. Like, boom, that's dope. And sometimes they cross and you realise, it's not that different from me. It's just the language has moved on in the same way that technology does, in the same way that the streets of London are constantly being rebuilt and rearranged. It's just one of those cities. We're in the future.
Lastly, we went to Walthamstow to speak to Ben, who is a bodyguard at BCE College. Would you consider the language you use as slang?
Yeah, the language we use as slang because it's like a broken, they call it patois, but it's broken English. Some people don't understand it, some do. So it's a slang for us.
Can you give me an example?
I could say, where are you going? And I say, where I go.
Do you think patois influences the slang used in London?
Yeah, patois influence a lot of London culture. It influences a lot where, due to all the music that in London that come from Jamaica background, it really influenced a lot of kids that want to be, you know, Jamaican or want to talk like Jamaican.
Nothing should be exclusive. Everyone should have an opportunity to drink from the same fountain.
We're living in 2016, a time where Kanye West is a designer and our fashion industry is worth £26 billion. With design houses like Vetements following suit, logomania seems to be on the rise. But why are we paying so much for these labels? We thought we'd start by chatting with self-proclaimed logomaniac Mo Gates.
But how much are you Balenciaga?
Oh, I'm not even gonna. Should I tell you? Should I tell you? 355. But I'm not even gonna lie. I get a lot of looks like, oh, look at his kicks and that, and then a lot of people start hating, but they don't know that I work my arse off to cop these, you know. I prefer this stuff to the old stuff because I used to be wearing Primark and stuff. Now, man's upgraded a bit, you know. The thing is, one thing about this Tommy is, yeah, not a lot of people got it because it was so exclusive. I haven't really seen no one wear this one. I seen Chris Brown wear the grey one, but I got the grey one too.
Why do you feel you need to keep constantly buying trainers over and over again? You've got countless amounts of Air Forces, the same ones. We've got the same Air Forces.
Yeah, we've got the same ones.
Why do you feel you need to go out and buy the brand new Air Forces?
Think about it, when we was wearing them years ago, we had like bright pink on the sides. We can't rock those no more, you know what I'm saying? Those are out of style now. Some things I have to buy if they're fresh, like it depends on the season or whatever.
Yeah.
So it seems making sure you're looking fresh is the goal. One brand in particular that uses this to its advantage is Supreme, a skate shop that has escalated to the point where its pieces have become collected like modern art, including the infamous Supreme brick, a classic red clay brick with a Supreme logo engraved into it, retailing at roughly £40. Don't worry, we're confused too. As they're known for their small weekly releases, we thought we'd go down to Supreme's London store in Soho and ask some of the eagerly waiting fans why they're lining up to cop the next drop. But that was soon shut down by security in the line.
No speaking.
And most people denied our request for a quick chat about what they'd just grabbed from the store.
To be on TV, man.
This made us question, what's so exclusive? We decided to talk to fashion designer and tutor Ricky Harriet to see if he could give us an insight into the exclusivity of brand culture.
Could you introduce yourself for us again?
Cool. My name's Ricky Harriet. I'm a fashion designer and fashion tutor. I got into Supreme possibly about 3 years ago, and I find Supreme kind of, with brands like Supreme, you can take a piece and mix it in with older things, and do you know what I mean? It it merges into other brands quite nicely.
One of the things Supreme brought out recently, which was the brick. What's your whole take on that?
I think it's nonsense. I think the joke's on the consumer. In my mind, there's like 20 guys sitting in an office in New York laughing. Laughing. I mean, come on, like they've achieved so much notoriety that people queued up for a brick. Like, oh god. I think all brands and designers, our job is to manipulate a client into wanting our product. We do it through clever design or we do it through clever marketing. Supreme are genius at creating desire. You see it more than you actually get to touch it.
Yeah.
And I think just by having that level of you can't have us, they create crazy demand.
But products that are popular but not accessible is nothing the world hasn't seen before. Women I've always admired when it comes to style in the face of adversity are my mum and my auntie Wendy, especially when I see their personal style in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, Dr. Martens, the punk era, it was a good time because you had an eclectic mix. But I think brand awareness back then wasn't as high. I had ideas of like Kenzo, those kind of designers, but to own a piece, no. To even buy fabric was out of my price range.
I had a really, really lovely black and white Chanel suit and sort of like paying, £39 for it in a second-hand shop just wasn't the thing that you did back then. I could never, ever have even dreamt of going into an outlet or into the Chanel store, because I knew that, you know, as a little black girl, they would just look at me like I was a piece of
No,
and
it was different.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say in our quest to look different, we've never looked so much alike.
So whether it be to show wealth, or fit in with your friends, or even as a collectible, brands will never be out of loyal customers lining up to cop the next drop. But if you didn't get it this time, don't worry. There are always Boxing Day sales to look forward to.
I'm Charlotte Fontrapensky and I study fine art at Goldsmiths and I'm in my first year.
I'm Camila Lardo and I'm a student at Goldsmiths University, BA Fine Art in my first year.
Alright, so how are you finding university so far?
I have to say so far I'm pretty happy with my course and with the university education I'm having here in the UK. So, yes.
How's the money? Is it like a problem or an issue?
I mean, it's something I definitely need to keep an eye on, so it requires a lot of budgeting. But essentially, yeah, it's fine. I mean, not luxurious, but like only the kind of the essentials really. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Richard Smith. I'm Senior Lecturer in the Department of Media and Communications at Goldsmiths, University of London.
What advice would you give people who aren't sure whether they would like to go to university?
I think it's really important that people take the time to think what is the right degree for them, what skills are they going to be learning, are they going to be learning a lot of transferable skills that they could maybe apply to a number of careers, or do they want to focus on a particular career such as, you know, TV or radio or so forth. So I think it's always worth taking time out, you know, maybe taking a year or two before reaching a final decision rather than rushing into that decision.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Phoebe Clark. I am currently a second year student at Greenwich University and I'm studying graphic design.
Are you having financial problems?
Well, at the moment, due to the extensiveness of my course, I haven't got time to have a job. So, yes and no. My parents help me out with paying the rent, but because I live in London, it's quite expensive. So with my student loan, I receive 1,700 per term, so that's about 5,300 per year. My parents do help me out a bit with my rent, but I still struggle trying to afford the rest of it on top of travel and food. My course often requires a lot of money to be spent on projects and stuff like that.
I always believe students, when they're being guided as to whether it should be an apprenticeship or a university place, it's about the right student on the right course, and they're very different pathways. They can both lead to very successful careers, jobs and employment, but it's really about understanding the industry that you're going into. So is a degree valued? In some industries, degrees aren't valued, and actually it's about your ability to do the job and your ability to have practical experience. In some industries, you really do need a degree to be able to go in at a graduate level. With some industries, they quite like apprenticeships because they like young people to come in and get involved, and they can start on lower paid positions and work their way up. So I think what I think is important is you sit down with a young person and you really track and look at the clear line of sight to work. What's their end goal? What's their career aim? And what is going to be the most suitable route? I value both, and I think all young people need excellent careers advice to make that choice.
I'm Dimitri Beckwith. I work for Jaguar Land Rover. Apprenticeship wage is awful, not the best, but hopefully once the apprenticeship is over I'll get paid more. You learn on the job and you get paid for it as well, so I find it's much better.
I'm Jade McFarlane. I'm a second year drama student.
So have you felt pressured to come to university?
I did feel pressured to come to university, yeah. I was going to take a gap year because I didn't really know where I wanted to go, and especially in college at the end of your year you're always pressured to like, yeah, UCAS, do your UCAS, do your personal statement, do it, but you've got so much other things to be focusing on. you don't really care for the UCAS, and it's kind of like forced, and you end up picking somewhere. Like with me, I ended up picking somewhere where I didn't even really know a lot about, because of the amount of pressure that I was under to go to uni from college.
Per week I work 40 hours plus overtime, so about 50 hours a week. Well, I do plan to go to university after this, plan to go study mechanical engineering, and this apprenticeship here will help me get there.
I'm Francesca Masawi. I go to Goldsmiths. I'm in second year, and I do drama and theatre.
So were there like any alternatives, like an apprenticeship that you thought of doing before you came to uni?
No, it was either like just get a job, like start working full time, or come to uni. And for what I want to do, like I don't think apprenticeships, like at that stage, I think I'd have to go to uni then to get an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Alright, thank you.
The English Oxford Dictionary defines art as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form, such as painting or sculpture. It defines fashion as simply a popular or the latest style of clothing, hair, decoration or behaviour. Fashion, is it a form of art? This is what we aim to uncover throughout our documentary. What do the fashion experts and the artists of this world think? And more importantly, what do you, the British public, think?
I do.
Yes.
I'd say yeah. I do think it's a form of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, definitely.
I do.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Yeah.
Fashion is a form of art.
No, I don't. This is Maria, an artist living in London. We went to her studio to interview her and view her work. Out of all the people we interviewed, she was the only one that didn't think fashion was a form of art.
Can you tell us your name and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Maria Kelisidi, and I do painting, video art and drawing.
How long have you been in the industry?
Roughly 10 years, and I started doing art when I was very, very young and very, very small, but I actually got into it 10 years ago.
Why are you in the industry?
I don't think I had a choice of not being in the industry, just because I really enjoy what I'm doing. It's part of me. It was a matter of the industry choosing me, not me choosing the industry, if you know what I mean.
How do you compare your industry to the fashion industry?
Fashion and art, they're quite different. Fashion is design based, whereas arts is arts based. So really it's they come from, they're both, they might reach out to the same audiences, but not really as well. There are a few main differences. You can see in magazines, you see it on a window shop, you want to get it, it's all about money and putting it on you and showing it off. Whereas art, it's not really you need to have a bit more of education on this subject matter, and as well not everyone will appreciate it just because it's expensive.
So the last question, do you see fashion as a form of art, and why do you think so?
No, I don't. I think that art can have, and definitely has fashion elements, and when it does, it's a beautiful thing. You see beautiful sculptural things that you can't really wear, just because that's not their main purpose. It's actually all about how it looks and how it can become something else. Whereas fashion cannot be artistic. It's not art. It just can steal a few artistic elements and put it into something else.
This is Rebecca, a fashion and design student from London.
I am Rebecca. I am studying fashion textiles at Middlesex University, and that's a course where I'll be understanding how to make different fabrics.
How long have you been in your chosen industry?
I studied fashion A-level and GCSE and moved on to fashion for the first year in university, and I'm halfway through that year.
Why are you in the industry that you're in?
Because I love fashion. And someone as mad as me, I need an industry where I can express myself, because at the end of the day, I am an artist. And I have to express what's inside of me, and I love it because it's so free, and it's just what I want to do.
How do you compare your industry to the art industry?
In fashion, it's something you can wear, and something that says directly about yourself, whereas art can be like about anything. But with fashion, you see on the streets, that speaks directly about the person, whereas catwalk fashion can speak mainly about different events, because fashion is always a response. But no, it's very similar because it's a very strong way of expressing yourself, but through different media.
Do you see fashion as a form of art, and why?
Fashion is a form of art because it's my way of expressing myself. And that's what art is. Art is a way of expression, of saying something, of getting across a message, but in visual form.
Fashion. Is it art? That's the question we've been hoping to answer throughout this documentary. While it is of course a matter of opinion, for the most part, the people we asked said that yes, fashion is a form of art. But why? Both fashion and art are a form of expression, connecting constantly in different areas like design, print and passion. We found that universally, people agreed that fashion couldn't exist without help from the art world.